Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've talked or really uploaded, because I went to New York. This is going to be kind of a long-ish video, I think. Because this is Rec Room, you've probably heard of it, and like, let me just join. In like maybe 2022, in 2018, my parents divorced, and that was really hard. But a few years later, they got me, like 4 years later, after their divorce, they got me, a VR headset, and, I loved it, and I downloaded a game called Rec Room, and it was really great, and I made friends on there. That's how I got a long distance friend, and I still have a long distance friend, and we would play Rec Room, and that's how we would bond over time. And now it's shutting down. And I feel like when it shuts down, like, I feel like when the shutdown happens, like, this is one of my favorite games, and it's, I don't even have words, because I've spent so much time playing this game and enjoying this game and having so much fun with like all of my friends playing this game, and it was so fun. And I feel like the only way that I didn't that the way that I like stayed like okay through getting like coping with my parents' divorce was because of this game, and it was so important to me that I had like a place to go and create, and now it's getting shut down, and I know it's just a game. I know that it probably doesn't matter. But it matters to me. And I'm gonna play it one last time.
Ready to start.
So, this video is just gonna be me playing Rec Room and, talking. So yeah.
Game on.
So, this game was very good in its prime. I would say that around the best time to be playing the game would probably be like maybe 2022. 2022 was a really good year for the game. That was when it hadn't incorporated like artificial intelligence, and it was just a fun hangout space. And I feel like, I mean, this game, when I started a new school at the start of, or not the start, but in August 2 years ago, and I knew one person from my older school who had previously transferred, and we didn't even really get along. But other friends, or people that would eventually become my friends, they played this game. Well, at least like one of them did. And we had always been like, we were like talking like we should play Rec Room sometime, but we never ended up actually doing it. But that just in general got us talking. And I mean, I wouldn't say that we're like super best friends now, but I mean, it still got me closer with somebody at the school. And I think that that was really important, that just a simple game, a free game, could do that. I mean, the game is 10 years old, and I know that nothing good can really last forever, but I just didn't know that it was going to be getting shut down so soon. Because when I started this channel, if you watched any of my older videos, I made a couple Rec Room videos, I think maybe like one or two. Partially because I didn't know, I was still figuring out YouTube, but now I'm a bit better at it. I haven't uploaded since my birthday though. But damn it. This game, oh hell, it doesn't even matter. Well,
Ready to start.
what even is this? Oh, whatever, your game shutting down. Well, might as well. And it's gone. I've been playing this game for around 4 years. I've had 2 separate accounts. And I really enjoyed the game. It was great. I'm truly not even sure why the game shut down. I would assume because they weren't making enough money to support servers. That was just my 2 cents and my guess, but it could have been something else. I mean, they did fire like 90% of their staff, or laid off 90% of their staff a while ago, or some big number like that. But something I think that I probably need to do, I don't think I've ever done this before. Oh yeah. So um, this was one of my first actual friends on this game. We've probably played for at least a few hours together. If he's watching, Zero, or he used to be called James, if he's watching, I still remember you. I didn't take my life. Um, and I hope you're doing well. But where is it? Somewhere, and maybe it's in favorites. Or it's in create.
Press the start button to swap to play.
Here. This was my passion project for at least a year. That's my old avatar. And I made this with one of my friends. Guess this is more fitting now, huh? The end. The game's over. So, what we had done is taken, showed it to this guy. I think his name's Oreo VR, and then a little emoticon. Because I started this a couple years ago, maybe 2. I had wanted to make a build your own game. And I used Cube Runner models because at the time I didn't really know what Cube Runner was, or Cube Runners, I forget what it's called. But I used those models because I thought they were cool, and coincidentally, I used the yellow one as the mascot, and I think, like, for the actual game, this is what they would consider the mascot for actual Cube Runners. I don't have Maker Pen access. But we gave them all, like, lore and stuff. And I might go over that in a dedicated video. Because I'm hoping to record on, not just a TV. That's how I record all my videos on my PlayStation. I'm hoping I can record them on, like, my computer. I still haven't, like, set it up or figured it out. It probably will be easy for me. But yeah, we came up with, like, backstories for all of these characters, and I still remember most of it. I think most of these characters look the same, but yeah, they all kind of look similar, but there's a version without that. And then we were working on a sequel called Color Crash, which was kind of a prequel. There was, like, an entire story. Sorry, this isn't the right one. It was a different thing. But here you can see I was kind of experimenting. I was learning how to model a bit. I made that, and it was pretty bad. Yeah. Here's some screenshot teasers I had made of a secret character who was, like, very important to this lore that we had made up. And this was my friend, Mateo. I do know him in real life. That's how I met him, actually. We met when we were, like, 3. But we kind of bonded closer, I would say, with this game. I'm gonna try to find my old account. I don't remember its name. Here it is. This was my old account. It's crazy how, like, everything's cheaper because the game's shutting down. I feel like if the game's shutting down, they might as well just put everything for free. This account, I'm sorry. This account had collected, Retcon bubblies, which were super rare, or not super rare, but you can only get them for like 1 week. And I was just thinking how there's not going to be a Retcon 2026. And that's a bit hard, but whatever. I did like Young Sheldon at the time. So I had a couple of games, and I think what I'm gonna do is just go through all of these, all of them, except this one. This one was completely stolen. I just took some dude's map, and it also plays pretty crappy music. But let's start at my shittier games and work our way up to the playable ones. This was the game I made the first day I got whatever Rec Room. It's very boring. It's just this map. But there's soda or whatever. And I also tried spawning shields and weapons. I'm gonna skip a few of these. What is this? Sushi, yummy sushi. Get. Huh. Let's see what the sushi does. Use it. I guess that doesn't work. Oh. Just go there. Let's skip to some of my better games. Ooh, this is where my nostalgia's like really gonna start kicking in. Because this was a game I made with the same guy I showed before called Spackle Space, and it was just like a space tour game with a couple of secrets. There's a black hole over there. I'm a huge, like, autistic space nerd, and I mean that pretty much literally. Like, I know a lot about space. I know more than I should, than an average 13-year-old should. Not much has really saved. We kind of were just playing around in this version. You can put on space-free random spacesuits. And there's a holotar, so let's see what it says.
This is the furry zone. If you're a furry, then you're in the right place. This is the
Wow. Back when I was annoying. This is the furry zone.
This is the furry zone. If you're a furry, then you're in the right place.
It's not a surprise that my voice has gotten very deeper from the past 2 years. I used to sound like a little spastic child, which, I mean, hell, I'm pretty much the same thing. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I would say, I don't know who this guy is, but these two, Zero and Meet My Friends, these were like two really nice, awesome people I met here. Yeah. Let's go to my other games that are hopefully better. So this is the updated version of Spackle Space called Spackled Space RR. So I guess Spackled Space was taken. But this is a somewhat more accurate version of the solar system. This is Mars, this is the Kuiper Belt, Jupiter, Saturn. There's a janky hitbox. Saturn, Uranus, whatever you call it. That, and then another holotar. Let's see if this is mine or my friend's.
Wow, you just got...
It's mine.
Wow, you just got to the end of the solar system. If you were to actually walk that far, it would take way longer than the average human lifespan. At least I think. But hey, who knows? It could take 40 years or something like that. But you got the second achievement. Have fun.
I was pretty right, actually. It is longer than the average human lifespan to walk. Like, way over. Like, actually, let me look it up right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Takes about 100,000 years to walk. So I was right. Oh yeah, there were snowballs for fun. If I remember correctly, oh, buddy. If I remember correctly, you can get onto the sun. I apologize if you're watching at night. If you get up here, I think... Never mind, there's nothing. Well, those were two of the biggest ones. There's I think, 3 more games that were big to me, and I know they're all pretty crappy. But those were the most important to me. Oh, there's a couple more than that. Let's check my models first. There's a lot. Okay, so my name used to be DB7. I don't know why. I'd never watched Dragon Ball. I just like that. This was my old avatar. This is my long distance friend Clay. I just saw them a while ago, so that was nice. They had drew a character and I made it. I'm definitely gonna get these holotars and check them out. Fire Song. Jesus Christ. Minecraft RR Beta. Let's give that a try. What the... Come on. This will really suck because this was one of the biggest ones. I guess I might be soft locked. Well, that's okay. I mean, it wasn't that interesting. You can kind of see out of it. It was just like a shoddy recreation of Minecraft, and it wasn't even that good, honestly. You kind of just like walked around and saw stuff. It was pretty simple, pretty boring. Oh, I thought I plopped out. I literally couldn't even use floor. I had to get that. But eventually I would figure out how to make a floor, which is very easy to do. Again, 0 helped. And this is another pretty big one. Ant Life Simulator. This one I have a lot of sentimental attachment to. So, it was just pretty much just the game, but tiny. And there's these, which I don't even know what they're from. If you know what these are from, just tell me. I thought I heard someone. Huh. I'm kind of tired because I'm recording this at like 4 a.m. Because I couldn't really sleep. I heard like some like weird like tap on my window, like a, and I like checked and like there was nothing there, but it sounded like a you know how like a marker. Have you ever like hit a marker on a window? Probably haven't, but I sometimes did that and it made that sound. This is my old ugly avatar. I thought the start and stop button. Oh, no. Start game. Well, I was still figuring out how to work it. There's a door back there that's supposed to take you to, TROJ. It's supposed to take you there. The Rise of Jumbotron. But it worked for a bit, but then it, like, for some reason, stopped. Oh. This holotar, there's so many, like, cringy holotars, but I need the nostalgia.
Okay, good. You're here. Well, me and my friend Jesse,
Oh, Jesse, not James.
we made this little house out of crumbs, and we carved stuff out of toothpicks. But please stay for a bit.
Thought his name was James. Jesus.
I think I stepped on. I don't know what happened. Ow. Oh my god. It was that ant over there. I hit an ant. Ow. Ow.
I hit an ant. Remind you, I had to sit there, make the sounds, play it back, listen again, and then say, yep, that's right. Now, what in the hell is this? Huh. Here's some photos. He'll load. Cozy Dog. This was another OG. He was like a beta tester for our stuffs. I don't know who this is though. They just joined, I guess. So I guess. Oh. What? Did they change the upgrade cap? Well, I guess they might have because the game's shutting down. Let's go to my next game. None of these are too good. This one was okay. I will skip that. Calm isolation roleplay. I made this back when I used to want to be on an island, I guess. There's no temple here. There's no blue and white temple here, so we're safe. I mostly made this just for fun and playing around with friends. Again, like, all of this is just stolen because I'm lazy. Or I was lazy, but then I eventually came around to making some models. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a mouse bot thingy. X marks the spot. Haha. Let me put a stupid thing. All of these games were built and intended to be played on VR. But my VR headset broke. I'm gonna view my chat logs, so we're gonna leak my chat logs. I'll do voices if you would like. So I started a chat. I'm gonna just send in a message. Just wanted to send him a little message. This was a big one. Join me. Okay. Join. Private, not public. You need to update rec. Join. Can't. Why? Full. I'm only one here. And my dad's on a meeting. Also, I now have 2 burning beds. What? How? Ah. I did used to play Grow a Garden. I made a video about that. Oh. A gift. Dumb pizza. Doesn't even matter. The game's closing. That was my old avatar. Which sucks. The shutdown sucks because I spent like, I don't know, $50 in a week of a week total. Sorry. A week total of my life on this. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I already showed this. So there's other versions of this that I think are lost because this is the only version of the game that's like publicly available. And hey, if anybody wants to check these out or send me a DM or whatever before the game shuts down, this is my info. Feel free to send me a message or whatever. Get report card. Oh. Let's see, did they remove the cap? They did, I think. Did they just up it to 99? 87. Weird number to stop at, but whatever. Oh yeah, let's go through some of the old photos to try to piece together a little bit of a story, maybe. I don't know how to full screen. Huh. I don't know. I'm messing. Okay. So this is our full release graphic that we made. Cyan's booth. Cyan had a booth and would often sell stuff. Just a retake. Opposite, like, different universe where the main villain just, like, killed everyone. We did a collab with a weird community called the Tinkerers, on an app called Tinker, which is like kind of like a ripoff of Scratch, but it got shut down as well, which I think that might have sucked more than Rec Room, because I spent 6 years of my life there and made at least 10 friends. I got a shirt of this blue character, but in a different style. I got a plush, other official things, and it was great. And then just him with a top hat. These two fighting. The big alternate boss. Bo from Inanimate Insanity, kinda. It was in an alternate universe where this was how it looked. He kinda looks like Blocky from Battle for Dream Island. I don't even really know what this is. I think that this was a ship of Cyan and this one in gray. My long distance friend made this graphic, which I really like. This was the one for the Tinker collaboration. We called the update Tinkered. And there was a slight adjustment retake. We added full body, so you could express yourself better. Look at these two. This graphic I showed you earlier, just early update stuff. And then this is the last photo. Well, we're gonna take the last photo right now. Hold on, let me get my camera out. Well, that was as much time as I needed. I'm probably, after this video, I'm gonna come back and just reminisce. Oh yeah, this was the wind. You didn't see that. No, this is me. Alright. Next game, Jude's DCO. I'm not gonna disclose the name Jude to conceal their privacy. I think this is a holotar. Yep.
Hello, and welcome to my difficulty chart obby. Here you can see that we have only 5 stages so far, but I will be adding more in the future. So stay tuned, and please consider pressing either the cheer button, favorite button, commenting, or just subscribing to help out the team. I'm currently working on this project with a couple of my buddies, and we want to add at least 100 levels by the end of 2026. I know it's 2025, but shooting for the stars. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hello, and welcome to my difficulty.
So simple. I didn't have any idea. It was like the end of 2026, 100 stages, and I never really made any progress. I don't even think the game is done. And it never will be. Not because I'm like just super duper lazy, but like if I did work on it, I don't really see the point. In that holotar, my voice wasn't as annoying. I think the other two were made in either 2024 or 2023. So, yeah, my testosterone levels have spiked, which I'm happy about, because now I sound more mature. I'm a big kid now. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry. And of course I don't have to make her pen. Great. Pew. Okay. Well. So a while ago I texted my friend Mateo, who you guys saw earlier in the video, that Rec Room's getting shut down. It's currently 4:15 a.m. where I live. It'll probably be like 5 where I live by the time this comes out. Maybe 6. How? Oh, right, I just cheese it. Because not about... Now, just because Rec Room's shutting down doesn't mean I'm gonna quit making videos. To the 25 or something of you that cared enough to subscribe, thanks. Woohoo, we hit 25 subscribers. Now, I don't mean to get all, like, nerdy, but, like, 25 people that subscribed, it's 25 people who I've made happy. Like, yeah. Also, thanks for all 1,000 views on my random-ass Deltarune video, which I'm surprised it got that many, because it's like, it wasn't even a short. 1,000 people-ish manually had to decide to watch that, and then stick around for a while. I figured out that I had 1,000 in school. We're doing, like, testing, and I just randomly decided to check my channel, and then I just saw that I had 1,000 views on a video, so that's cool. What did that say? What you doing? I had very bad humor a year ago. I thought saying W-A-T... Oh, shit. Well, I'm not doing all that. I thought saying W-A-T made me, like, cool. But it doesn't. I feel like my friend's gonna be really upset because he spent like $200 on this game. I feel like they... Oh, wait, they can't really refund. And this was a attempted sequel to Color Crash, or prequel, I guess. This is the real prequel. So, I manually did like the gore. I know gore's kind of cringy, but like I wanted to do that for this because it was like supposed to be like attacking scenes and stuff. New models, which I still didn't make, but this I was also just trying to see like test my actual like modeling skills. This one I think I did pretty good with. Oh yeah, gore trigger warning, I guess. I don't really like trigger warnings, but yeah. This one was okay. Oh, there's no one for him because this is the quick lore explanation. These two, Pink and Tan, were like best friends, like pretty much inseparable. Nothing could separate them. But they were playing one day in this lab of tests where they were trying to develop people. And this little guy, Project Sage, failed. It was the first attempt at making like one of these. Also, this is a unique character. He's not one of these species. He's another mute guy called Luxie, and he's my favorite, and I love him. He got shot and bruised. But this was a vat of liquid, which you could see like a hologram, not hologram, but like a diorama of the our old map. And what happened was this dude like was playing around and wondered what this was because this is an abandoned lab, and he fell in and kind of got goopy, and then he like teleported. I like thought that it was gonna kill him, but he like got teleported through into this tiny thing, and then like Pink came after him, and then Yellow was Pink's lover. Ew, wow, smoochy, mwah mwah. But yeah, they were like in the thing, and then all of these other people kind of got scared. This is I don't know what this color, but this is maroon, or maybe this is maroon, but this one was the mother to this one, and these two just ran and hid here, and like in the lore they still live here. This was a robot guy named Cyber, or Silver. We didn't really decide a name, but he just gets rusted and just left here. This guy canonically just gets deleted, like not even like killed, just like just deleted. And then this guy, this little Luxie here, was like another attempt at this Project Sage, and it went successfully because it's supposed to be this size, but he kind of like saw this dude, or like one of them growing, and it was the white one, or a version of the white one, and he got a little bit freaky, and then that's how the other race of them with the bodies canonically came into play. And then he kind of like took ownership over this dude. I'm probably gonna make like a show about this because I know how to use Figma and Adobe Animate because I have ADHD and autism. But yeah, you'll understand when I upload series, or maybe like frame by frame, like web comic kinda, like Homestuck, which I haven't read. Anyway, back to Rec Room. This is my most recent-ish game. Starbucks coffee, which is just a Starbucks. And wouldn't you know it, back to the old models, and ooh, you can tell that it's a female. Look at these two lovebirds on a date. I don't know why, but you can't. This is when I wanted to do some like posing, so I made it look like he's holding his cup and she's holding to the table and waving. I don't know why, but he's ungovernable. You can't take him. Or you can just steal her and leave her eyelashes. But let's go to McRoberts. Yeah. Okay. McRoberts. I still have to like kind of remind myself, like this is the game's shutting down, because I was just starting to like get plans, like we could update this, and then what the hell? I was like, we could update. What the fuck? Why is God come to take me back? 'Cause I don't really want to go. Be ungovernable. But yeah, that was my video. So it's time for an outro. Kinda. Let me get to a cool outro place. So yeah, Rec Room. Rest in peace, I guess. I'm really hoping this is some really messed up April Fool's joke. I really hope that it's some sick April Fool's joke, and it'll be like, "Ah, damn you, Rec Room. Yeah, you really burned my biscuits. Okay, now back to playing the game," or something like that. Or if it's just something for marketing, like, game's shutting down, everything's on sale. Oh wait, people are now buying tokens. We have enough to put the servers back up. Yay, Rec Room's revived, or something like that. But I'm probably gonna go back to not really posting videos as often. But thanks for watching, and rest in peace, Rec Room.